Hello, I'm Alex, and you're watching Rocket Think. Hello, today's video is gonna be about how we are here and what happened for us to get here, and like how the Earth was created and how everything was created. Now, before I say anything, I know that people have religions like Christianity and stuff, and I know how they have their beliefs on things. But this video is just purely by scientific fact and scientifically proven knowledge. So, well, some are scientific theories, but so I'm not trying to prove anyone wrong. I'm just telling everyone that this is scientifically what happened. And also, this might take me a couple days to videotape, so my clothing might change from time to time. So let's start to the very beginning, the Big Bang. So the Big Bang was where quarks started colliding with other quarks and then creating things like neutrons, electrons, and protons. Those neutrons, electrons, and protons started to group up, and then they created new things, and then those new things created atoms. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know what an atom is. If you don't, then you can look it up on the internet, and you'll know a lot about it. So the type of atom was hydrogen, and so you know that hydrogen is a type of gas. So then, the whole universe was just a bunch of gas. But then gravity was condensing the gas into, way more solid things. And then stars started to form. Now, when the first star formed, a bunch of new elements got made. And then when a star dies out, or if it goes supernova, then it creates a bunch of other new elements. Now, you might be wondering, how was the Earth created? Now, our sun, which, if I remember correctly, is a yellow dwarf, so it had these things orbiting around it. Those things were asteroids, ice, and clouds, basically, or gas, hydrogen. So of course, the asteroids started colliding with each other. So those asteroids that collided with each other and everything made the 4 terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Then, all of the gas and clouds made the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. And then the ice made the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. So before water on Earth, Earth looked like this. Now, of course, that is just a picture of Mercury, but now you kind of get the idea of what Earth looked like before all of the clouds of mist and before it had water. Now, you might be wondering, how did our beautiful Earth get water and life? So, of course, if the asteroid is big enough, it hits the Earth, and that creates friction, and friction creates heat, and the Earth kind of turns into a giant fireball again. Well, not really. Well, yes, really, if it's a big enough asteroid. But there were asteroids with water particles inside. So they would hit the Earth, and then since it created a lot of friction and heat, the water would evaporate and turn into mist and clouds. Then, when the Earth was cool enough, all of that mist and clouds just went down on the Earth, and the Earth was a huge water world. So you might be thinking, oh, so the first ever living thing was a fish? Well, actually, no. The first ever living thing was a piece of bacteria. This picture right here is not a bacteria. It's something you can find in pond water. But you kind of get the image of what it looks like. So you might be thinking, well, how did this bacteria eat? Well, it did this little thing called photosynthesis. Pretty much meaning where it eats the sun. It eats the rays from the sun, and that creates energy and everything. And you might be thinking, well, how do they reproduce? Well, if you know anything about bacteria and single-cell organisms, you know that it doesn't have any sex organs, it just duplicates everywhere. Now, of course, the bacteria and single-cell animals got better and better of evolving, got better at survival. So then they started getting limbs, and then they started getting organs. And then there was this moment in time called the Cambrian explosion. So this picture is of a Pikaia. It is from the Cambrian explosion. And the Cambrian explosion, was just a time where a bunch of new animals just started living, basically. So I actually have some fossils from the Cambrian explosion. Right here is a trilobite. I don't know any of the species of these, so I just call them trilobites. Here's one trilobite. This is the biggest one I have. It's not that big compared to other species and other sizes. And then there's one down here. Yeah. Fun fact, there are actually 20,000 found species of trilobites. More than birds and mammals. I also have some other fossils, and I don't know where they are from. I'm not saying these are from the Cambrian explosion, I'm just saying I have them, and I don't know which era they're from. So right here is some type of shrimp. And yeah. I don't know where that's from. It might be from the Triassic period or something. Here is some fish. It could be from the Cenozoic period, or it could be from the Triassic period, Jurassic periods, Cretaceous period, or it could be before all the dinosaurs. So right here is the Cambrian period, and right here is another period after the Cambrian period. There were a lot of crustaceans in that period. Then there was this period. So this period was where a few bugs were like, okay, I'm gonna go on land, because there was food on land. And then this period is where fish said, okay, well, of course, fish can't talk, but fish were like, okay, there's a lot of predators in the water, so how about I just go up here and eat there? So then more and more more and more fish started to do that, and then kind of a lot of them died out. This is the Permian period. There is this one that I don't see on here, but it's what started dinosaurs, and there is also this one that started the mammals, not on here. Now, here is probably the second most well-known period, the Triassic period. And this period was just insane. I don't think any animal was expecting it. Here's the most well-known period, the Jurassic period. By the way, they're making another Jurassic Park movie. Isn't that crazy? I think it's already out. So here's the Jurassic period. most of the well-known dinosaurs are from here. Cretaceous period. And fun fact, by the way, dinosaurs weren't lizards, they were feathered birds. So, these were gigantic flightless birds. So, things like ostriches and cassowaries and emus and stuff like that, those are pretty much just dinosaurs. Not totally, but they're pretty much what dinosaurs turned into. Now, and here's the Cenozoic period with a lot of normal animals. So I actually have some things and fossils from the Cretaceous period, Jurassic period, and Triassic period. So let's start out with this one. It's an ammonite. It's from the Jurassic period. It's very small for what ammonites can be, because I have this other ammonite, and it's gigantic, but they get bigger. You can look up biggest ammonite on the internet, and you'll be blown away. So, funny thing is, this thing can probably eat that other ammonite. I don't know, where this is from, but I'm guessing it's from either Triassic or Jurassic. Probably Jurassic. Then I have a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth, right here. Yeah. And, yeah, I think that's it. So, let's get back to that Cenozoic period. In that Cenozoic period, by the way, this is a fossil of short-faced bear. There were a bunch of bad predators roaming around. A few well-known animals from the Cenozoic period were woolly mammoths, dire wolves, saber-toothed tigers, or smilodons, short-faced bears, giant sloths, and stuff like that. And then there were humans. Now, of course, a lot of people think that humans were the main predator, but I'm pretty sure that tar was the main predator. Tar was this sticky substance that comes up from the ground, and if you accidentally get stuck in it, you're dead. Also, there were normal animals like camels, horses, lions, and stuff like that. So, then, of course, the Ice Age. So then was the Ice Age. Humans started walking around everywhere, and then they just stopped there, and then they started building houses, getting crops, and then here we are. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.